Beach. So I have a bit to tell you as I'm on my way up to True's. I'm bringing some lumber up there for the projects that he's working on my boat and the utility trailer. Anyways, so we got the RV into the solar dealer finally. That was last Monday, this past Monday, and they put it on and everything. There was a problem. They didn't wire it up right, but that wasn't really a big deal. It wasn't really their fault. It was just the way my RV had been wired by radar. So, you know, he wasn't exactly the best wiring person. It's not to insult radar. I absolutely think radar's one of the coolest people around, and he's just, the wiring he did wasn't good for what I was doing with the solar. Anyway, so we took it home. We had to bring it back. They redid the solar, and now everything's fine. We're going to have to put some vents in. We did put some vents in for the batteries and for the inverter, I guess they call it. And because when it gets like up into 30 Celsius there, they're not happy about it, meaning the unit and everything. So we're gonna fiddle with that. In the meantime though, when I use it, I'll just leave the doors open and let the fresh air in, kind of thing. So that's neither, not a big deal. I can live with it that way. So eventually Alex or True will get around and put these vents in. We may even put a fan in where the inverter is, like a DC fan to blow the air around the inverter kind of thing. So, but other than that, it charges really, really fast. I guess when next time I go to the RV, I'll film, the little units that are on the wall, like that tells you what's what. I am no expert. Oh, I gotta slow down. I am no expert in any way, shape, or form, but I'm learning. So as I'm going to have to using it, obviously. Oops, what's going on here? Just down to speed limit here is kind of slow. It's 25 miles an hour through the village here of Poland, that little villagey kind of place next to where I live. So anyways, with that in mind, I'm happy with the solar now. It's good. It's going to be really great. It charges really, really fast, 600 watts when the sun's up and there's no clouds. Anyway, even without that, it's still cranking quite a bit of volts and stuff. So I'm really happy about that. We'll see how it works once we're finally on the road. Now, the reason that I haven't gone to Sable Beach is because the next problem. The Carrier that I bought, we beefed it up and everything like I had said in previous videos, and Jordan did a great job. This is what I'm about to say is not to reflect on his work, because his work was exemplary. But the problem is the Can-Am, when we put it on the Carrier, it made the whole Carrier droop about a foot almost, which, wow, okay, I can't have that going on. First of all, the Carrier, if I hit a significant bump, like, the Carrier itself will hit the ground, and that's no good, and it'll break. I mean, there's just no way, the way it is now, that it's solid enough. It's got give, which means metal can give, eventually break. So that's the reason I didn't go. I wasn't going to have any extra, like, the ATV. I'd be stuck at the campsite with no way to get groceries or anything. Yeah, I can get groceries ahead of time and all that, but I really didn't like the idea of being trapped to the one campsite with no way to go riding on the ATV. The boat's not ready yet, fine. So I wasn't able to bring that. So that's why I haven't gone. In the meantime, True is started working on the utility trailer alongside the boat, and the boat will be ready soon, maybe even next week sometime. I'm not real sure, but it's close. So maybe I'll take a video when I'm there. I didn't get the video carrier. I'll have to carry it with my hand. So yeah, so I erred on the side of caution. I didn't want to take any chances whatsoever going down the road, you know, and having that break, and there'd be the Can-Am all messed up, plus if a car hit it, if they were behind me, you know, I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. I could not live with myself if something like that were to happen. So no, that definitely isn't happening. Wasn't happening. So it's also, the weather was really crappy on I was supposed to leave Wednesday, but we got delayed because of the solar, so Thursday, and then the weather turned crappy, and then all this, you know, happened with the Carrier. So it was just, it's a blowout. I really, really wanted to be at the campground for Canada Day. I may yet be able to still do it. I just don't know if I want to do it, and here's the reason why. Because True's probably going to have the utility trailer fixed, and then I could pull the ATV behind it, behind the RV. I wouldn't be able to bring the boat even if it was ready, because that setup is just not legal. So, but it's legal just to have the utility trailer. So I have to make a choice, boat or ATV. Well, if I'm going there, I want the ATV. So anyhow, in the meantime, I talked to Jordan, and Jordan said that at this point he thinks that I should go to a professional fabricator, like because that's not his first work, right? So like I said, his work was perfect. It just it's not enough for what I'm doing, and I'm making extra sure that things are safe. So I called Ryan, well, I texted Ryan Willows, who is a welder fabricator, has a shop and a business, and that's what he does for a living. I told him what was going on, and he said, yeah, bring it in. And, you know, he says, I'll have you come in. I will be able to get this working for you. So like, okay, right on. So I don't know when he's going to do that. Like, I asked him and he hasn't answered me yet. Now he may answer me today. If he says like the middle of next week or something like that, or the week after, fine. I don't have to go anywhere with the RV until August 11th anyways. That's when we leave for Sabo Beach for the entire month. But excuse me, Ryan is going to let me know. Now, if Ryan were to say, yeah, well, I'll have you in on Thursday or something, well, then technically I could leave tomorrow. If he were to have that trailer ready tomorrow or something, just for example, well, then I could go to the campground. Luke's going to be there, and I could do Canada Day there. And leaving on a Sunday in the middle, ooh, just the weather did hit a little bit here. We got a little bit of thunderstorm, but I didn't think there'd be branches down. Okay, anyways, little branch. So I don't know if I can leave or not, because if Ryan says, yeah, bring it here Monday, well, then it's going there Monday. Now, the holiday, July 2nd, is on Tuesday, so I really doubt he's going to have me bring it in. But he lives out here, and people work on their own time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, holiday may not mean anything to Ryan if he's got work stacked up and he's decided to work or whatever, and that's really common out here. So we'll have to see. So as soon as he lets me know what's going on, there's still a tiny chance I might go to Sabo Beach with the ATV and the utility trailer. So I'd have to see what True's doing. I mean, I don't want to pressure True to do it. You know, I mean, if it gets done and he does it, and then I've got 3 or 4 days. Okay, well, I could go down there, especially if Luke would stay an extra couple of days, which he was talking about to begin with. So anyways, we're going to find out going to True's now. The only thing missing from the utility trailer is the lighting system, which is, I'm waiting for it to arrive today from Amazon. I just bought the same ones that I have for the boat trailer, and the one that I put on the ATV Carrier as well, which was really good because they can be put together wire wise. So if when I run the boat trailer behind the passenger, the ATV Carrier, the lights will all be interlinked, working together. So so that's where we're at with that. So like I say, now you guys caught me here. I'm headed up to True's. I'm just, you know, running the back roads up to his place, and to bring him this stuff he told me to go get at at Timber Mart. So, who was very, very, very nice and gave me a nice discount, a contractor discount. So they're just the nicest people there, you know, and they've been good to my family. Like, we go back a long ways with Timber Mart. You know, when the Arnott family was running it. I think I'm gonna pull over for this guy right here. We'll just let him go by, because I'm used to this road. He's a nervous, you know, newcomer probably. And there we go. Yeah, it's somebody pretty young. They're new to driving here. Probably some campers that are toughing it out. So, yeah, so we're up today. I'm going to be at True's here in a minute, so I'll be turning you guys off. But I had to do something. I haven't been putting anything up, and I just haven't really felt like it. So, with trying to get ready and all this other stuff, and I should be filming it, but anyways, I just haven't. I've been in a bit of a funk too, so you know, up tense about going to Sable Beach, which really isn't the best thing if you're going on vacation. So, anywho, I can actually be ready if True were to say, yeah, I can have the utility trailer ready tomorrow. I can be ready to rock and roll, to leave for there. Sable Beach, like within an hour, you know, hooking it up, loading it, everything. Well, maybe 2 hours. So, we'll have to see too what Luke is doing. If Luke's not going to be there, I really don't want to be there, because it's going to be during the week, and the campground is pretty much empty during the week. So, you know, I'd just be sitting there, and well, I could be going for rides, obviously. I mean, I've done that before by myself. So, anyways, I'm getting into stuff I didn't. Anyway, so we were talking about that. All right, I'll let you go with this. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will update you guys as I have more later, and if there's anything new, you know, if I'm leaving for Sable Beach, maybe a few days late or something. We'll see. Okay. Talk to you after. Bye. Okay, here's a bit of an update there. I just left True's. He wasn't there. There was another pickup there, so him and somebody must be out and about doing stuff. Anyways, I'm not sure how he's getting around though. It must be another person, because both bikes are there. His van is there. Oh, I didn't know if his pickup truck was there or not. Anyways, doesn't matter. So I dropped everything off, and I sent a text message just to let him know that I'm going to be, as soon as I get the stuff from Amazon, I'll be over. So there you go. So quick little update there. I'm just headed back to camp. And we shall wait for the Amazon people to show up. So I'm starting to think I might take a run with the ATV up to Hopetown and get gas. I wish those bigger gas cans would fit in that milk crate. Now I'm going to check to see if I can squeeze it in there. The new ones that I got, because they're a different shape than I normally get. But that would make it worthwhile riding the bike there. Then, you know, when I want to top it off before I go somewhere, I can still do that at home. You know, it just gives me that extra kilometers. It's either that or I go there now with the pickup truck and just fill up the one, but then there'd be no adventure ride, because I could take a ride up Stuart Copeland and stuff. I could film that with you guys. We filmed it before, but hey, I haven't filmed now since spring there. So it's all going to look different anyways, with all the trees and leaves, and who knows, we might encounter some other riders. So, all right, well, we're going to make the best of a bad situation, meaning in the way that I didn't go to Sable Beach. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to text Luke and ask him How long is he intending to stay? And I'm going to text Ryan Willows as well, just to see when he thinks he would be taking it in. So, okay, everyone. So we'll do that again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Helps the channel, all that stuff. You guys know all that. I don't pretty much need to teach you all that. If you want to help out with things or buy me a coffee is always the best one. buymeacoffee.com/theladsrvlife. So yeah, that's what the channel's called now, the Lads RV Life. It's, you know, the RV's eventually going to have all these bugs worked out. That's the thing, as I keep telling myself, is that these little things like with the solar and now the ATV Carrier, etc., etc., these are bugs that need to be worked out. You know what I mean? So anyway, at least it's all happening now before I go for the big trip. So we'll see. All right, I'll let you go. I'll be back. I'll see if I can upload this pretty quick. I'll import it off the phone while I'm home having another coffee waiting for Amazon. If I do some more filming, I'll use the regular camera on top of the helmet for that. All right, see you guys later, man. Peace. Oh no, what's the one I do? Be good to your fellow human, and peace, long life, live long and prosper. See you later, folks. Bye-bye.